So now we are going to solve two different usual cases that we will meet when using the binary file. The first use case is that we want to print out everything we have in the binary file, provided that we don't know how many items they have actually. So this is similar to the previous steps we have done for the text file I/O, but in binary file we'll use a different approach, which is kind of a more hacky one that will keep reading, and if it reaches the end of file, it will actually throws an exception. So we'll try to catch that exception and do nothing. So this is the approach for first use case. The second one, I'm going to showcase to you how strong it is, the binary file. Yeah, but that one I will have to use like some concepts about class in Java. So if you are unfamiliar or uncomfortable with learning the classes first, you might skip this part, the second part first, and come back after you have gone through the tutorial about class. So I will definitely explain more about class in details in the future videos. So without further ado, let's get started with the first use case. So just now I've already write 5 integer to the binary file. So we have these 5 numbers here already. So in order to read all the numbers, we use an infinite while loop. And so here I will use the integer. I just straight away print the number. And here is the OIS.next read in. And this one is actually prone to error. So instead of using this, I will put the entire line of reading the item inside a try block, so we can catch exception and do anything we want. So this exception name is end of file exception EOF. So by reaching here, I'll actually break through the while loop. So this is an infinite loop, but if I reach the end of the file, I will break the loop and go out to close the stream. Let's see if this works or not. So yes, you can see here, after printing 5 things, I've reached the end of binary file, which we don't have more data already. So it will break the loop because it hits the exception. It throws the exception of EOF, and after hitting it, I straight away break the loop and continue with the next executions. Yeah, so this is how we accomplish the first magic. The second one is the things that we need to do with like collection of data. So what I mean is that, for example, if we have a class, let's say a person, which content of name and content of let's say something like name, and age equals to, like, for example, 21. So here inside the output stream, I will not write integer or any kind of things like this. I will write the entire object of this class. So I write the class inside this output stream, and afterwards I want to retrieve it and print the object itself. Get back the object and print it. Sounds really amazing, huh? I'll use this WriteObject. So inside this, I will put the person. This is new person, and we straight away write it inside the byte. We'll see if it works or not. If it doesn't, then we'll change again. Okay. Now let's say we have 2 person here, and here I will do the person equals to OIS dot read object, and I will cast the entire thing to person explicitly. So this is actually the casting. So I convert the object class into the person class, but this is an unsafe one. But never mind, it can fulfill our needs currently. Yeah. person age. So yeah, same thing. Let's see if it works. I strongly doubt it works, but yeah, not serializable exception. Now we got the exception where you want to do the writing the object directly to the binary file. How can we achieve it? Actually, there is an interface named serializable. Everything when you meet a bug, you can actually look at the error message, then it can explain basically what are the things that you haven't done. So in this case, if you want to convert the object into a byte, you need to implement an interface named serializable. So this is like an indicator for Java to identify whether a class can be converted into bytes or not. So you will implement serializable. It's completely fine if you don't understand currently, like because it applies like class, interface, this kind of things that we haven't learned, right? I'm just going to showcase to you like why is binary file strong. As you can see, now I can convert any class, so it means that I can convert any data set. For example, like inside data I have a string, integer, double, float, blah blah blah. I can write it after I implement serializable, and whatever number of object we want, and when we want to read it, it's very convenient. Like I can retrieve, this one I want to get, then I get the entire person, then this person can be converted back into the class from bytes, so I can retrieve all the data inside. Yeah, maybe in the future when we are doing a project or some kind of exercises, we might encounter the same thing, then I will apply the same concept. Maybe at that time it will be more clearer why we are doing this. Yeah, so this is only for your information. That's it. See ya.